Hey everyone, quick video. Thanks for tuning in and welcome to all the new viewers and thank you to the new subscribers. Today we're talking about summer backpacking gear and specifically what I bring in this little pack for my summer backpacking trips. My pack of choice is this Macpac backpack. It's 55 litre capacity and it weighs about 1 kg. I chose this because it's good for overnighters, but I can also fit quite a bit more gear and food into it and use it for multi-day trips. As you can see on the outside of the pack, I like to put my V60 strapped on to my Ice Axe clip in my cup. It's kind of a newbie thing to do, but I do it anyway. There's also this nice big front pocket, which I usually stuff my rain jacket down in there and a few things that I have to get out quickly. It's got 2 side pockets, compression straps, and a nice brain on the top. The first thing inside the roll top is this supermarket bag. What I put in here is like some toiletries, food, bits and pieces, so it's just tidy. This can fit like up to 3 or 4 days of food in here, and that just goes straight in the top. Pretty easy, pretty convenient. Inside here, under the food, you can see I've got most of my electronics. This is inside the electronics bag. So in here I've got several drone batteries. I've got my GoPro if I need it, charging cables. I take 3 or 4 extra camera batteries. I've got a 10,000 milliamp hour Nitecore power bank and just a few other random bits and pieces. So that all fits nicely and compactly into this GoPro case. Next up, I've got the DJI Mini 2 drone. This is the remote which your phone goes into, and this is the drone itself. This alone weighs about 700 grams. So that plus the 850 electronics takes up quite a lot of weight, so that's why my other gear has to be light, but that goes in near the top. This is my head torch, a little Petzl rechargeable headlamp. It's pretty basic, just has 3 light functions and it works great. It's the first one that I bought without much research. Got it from Macpac, works fine. This is my little BioLite camp light. It's a luxury item. You don't actually need to bring this, but I really like playing with my light when it's nighttime. And it's also good for filming, so I bring that. It weighs about 250 grams. Kind of unnecessary, but you can also use it as a power bank, so it's a pretty cool little thing to have. Next up is the PLB. It's always good to take one of these because you never know when you're going to need it, so I always bring that in my pack, even on little easy overnight trips. Moving on to the tent. This is the Nemo Hornet Elite Osmo 1P, so all that goes into the bag, takes up hardly any room, and it only weighs under 800 grams, so it's an awesome little tent. You've seen my review of it, that goes in. If I'm going with Victoria, we'll bring the Cedar Summit. That's the nice lightweight 2-person tent. Macpac Icefall down jacket, weighs 300 grams. Is it worth bringing all the time? I reckon it is. For 300 grams, you got pretty much unlimited warmth from this. In summertime, you probably don't need it all the time, but so lightweight. You could use it as a pillow. Yeah, great jacket. Next up, we've got the Cedar Summit Etherlite XT sleeping pad. And this is a great pad. You've seen it in my videos. Weighs about 650 grams for the long wide, and it's got a 3.2 R value. I've taken it down to -1 degree and it's okay. So for summer, perfectly good pad. Packs down small, super comfortable. And here's the quilt. This is my pride and joy. My UGQ Bandit quilt, 800 loft, -1 temp rating. Absolutely awesome, custom made piece of gear. This weighs 700 grams and you know, for summer, you don't need a -1 temperature rating, but I thought I may as well get one quilt that can cover pretty much most of the year round. And it's so easy to regulate temperature with a quilt. If it's hot, I can just pull it off me, undo the bottom, let my feet out. And it packs down, you know, super small. -1 temp rating. Lovely quilt. Custom colors. Good piece of kit. In summertime, what I bring to sleep in are these Icebreaker 200 tops and bottoms. Instead of bringing a bag line or anything, I just bring these and chuck these on the evening, sleep in them, super comfortable. They're pretty lightweight, they dry out pretty good, and they just feel really nice on and they keep your bag clean. It's nice to slide around on them in the pad, so these 2 items. For sleeping, I also bring a nice pair of fluffy woolen socks. These are just specifically for sleeping in, so these stay nice and clean. Wear these at night time. And for the pillow, it's the popular Eros Cedar Summit pillow. It weighs 70 grams. Attaches to the pad with the little Velcro strips. I use it all the time, heaps of people use it, everyone loves this pillow. Great option, super small, super comfortable and light. Also I like to sleep in this little beanie, you've seen it on my channel. My grandma knitted this for me. It's a little woolen beanie, wear it at night time, keeps my head warm, keeps my hair out of the way and it's comfortable. In the brain of the pack, I also keep the cooker. This is the MSI Windburner. It's an all-in-one cooker, and it's not the lightest by any means, but it's a beast. It's super efficient. It packs down nicely in your pack because it's nice, round, and compact. Also, there's a little coffee plunger attachment for it, which is really nice. That weighs an additional 30 grams, and you can turn this into one massive plunger. So, if I'm going and having D-high only, I'll bring this, but if it's going to be a meal prep kind of trip, I'll bring the MSR Pocket Rocket and the Jetboil pot, which you've also seen on the channel a bit. But lately, I've been using the MSR Wind Burner. Great product. It's pretty heavy with a gas canister. I think it's about 700 grams. So, not the lightest weight option, but peace of mind, great gear. Also recently, I've picked up this aluminium Cedar Summit long-handled spoon. Weighs about 12 grams. I think it's lighter than titanium, but it's pretty flimsy, but it should last, but gets right down to the bottom of your freeze-dried meals. For water bottle, I just bring this 1.5 litre budget soda bottle. These are real lightweight and cheap, and they break, and I get new ones. Kind of annoying having a small hole at the top when you're trying to get water into it, but I don't know, they cost like $1 and they work, so I've been using these. Don't worry about a water filter because the places that I go, all the streams are clean, so I just drink directly from the stream. And maybe the most important thing of all is how I brew coffee. This is a V60, a plastic one. You get a little filter, you put it in there and you put your coffee and you just pour water over the top. And this is my plastic Kmart cup. So lately I've been bringing these two as my coffee option and my cup option. And they work good. Sometimes I do plunger, sometimes I do this. Coffee setup, cup, cheap, indestructible, and works perfectly. I've also got this, it's a little first aid kit in here. I've just got some painkillers, bandages, and disinfectants or whatever. I bring this thing along just in case. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It all fits into this nice little pack and it weighs about 8 kgs. That was with some food. With all the electronics, if I was to take those out, the pack weight would be down to about 6 kilos, which is almost ultralight. So that's what I'm bringing at the moment. It's not perfect and it will probably change. And if you have any suggestions in the comments and you're more experienced, let me know because I want to optimize my pack contents to the most efficient loadout possible.